making the rounds, and a lot of things are making the rounds today. And I'm just going to be breaking down all of the stories time after time, just to be able to let a lot of you know what is going on around the country. And I'm also going to be able to play some excerpt of an interview with Donald Duke. And, he's also a presidential candidate, so that he'll be able to state his own path of what he's going to achieve. But a couple of stories making around. Makinde to unveil APM Presidential Campaign Council on Friday. Father-in-law locks out 28-year-old widow 8 days after her husband's death. Federal government unveils medicines for cancer, hepatitis B. Nigeria overshoots borrowing limits, reached 12.6 trillion. Ghanaian tallest man died at the age of 33, which is a very sad one. We just condolences. We also talked about the fact that many stories making the rounds as regards the nullification of the registration of other political parties. Atiku is saying elections must be won in courts, and we've always called for that. President Tinubu is saying that INEC is neutral. We don't believe so. A lot of people don't believe INEC. The conduct of INEC in this past couple of days have left much to be desired. So, except we want to go back and forth, and we don't want to say it the way it is. Army appoints GOCs for new division, redeploy Brigadier General. Aviation Union strike, issue 7-day ultimatum. Army colonel killed after resisting abduction in Abuja. 4-year course is now 4 years. Tinubu says end of ASU strike is answered prayer. NDC demands suspension of Lagos CP for attending City Boy movement. And why should a Lagos Commissioner of Police attend City Boy movement things when we keep on saying that the police has been tainted? If you remember the case during the last election, MC Oluomo, Mama Ngozi, and the threats that were made. INEC is neutral. It says Tinubu opponents are crying foul. Ajayi wins bronze in Nigeria's 100-meter, takes Nigeria's tally to 11. And kudos to Governor Seyi Makinde on that delivery that was made. But just hear some excerpts of this interview with Donald Duke. So we are still. These are some of the interviews with Donald Duke. He's been talking about his ambition, talking about his policies, how he's going to solve the problems he's going to solve. And here he was talking about insecurity.
Of the insecurity in the north is largely poverty. The northern part of Nigeria, which I'm quite familiar with, was probably one of the safest parts of the country, where farmers could produce their crops and where you really saw the values of human beings in the north, right? You could literally leave your door open and without fear that you'd be burgled. People were honest. People were not crafty. Craftiness is a product of trying to take advantage of a situation because of an inadequacy. So you've got to deal with that, and globally or nationally, you've got to deal with the poverty of our country. In the interview I gave recently, I drew a line between growing poverty levels, right? I took a benchmark of 1980 when Shagari was president and today, 46 years after, and how society and the values have virtually collapsed. We want to blame it on the influx of people coming in from other countries. I disagree. A lot of the banditry is local, right? Yes, you have people coming from other countries, but let's also let's not allocate the problems to them. We also have our own issues. At the borders, there's technology today, right, to man borders. I mean, recently we heard of the Americans from the Atlantic, right, targeting terrorists in Sokoto and another one by the Chad Basin. They were the missiles that were fired were from the Atlantic. Even right now, as we speak, the Department of Border and Immigration, they're already applying some of those technologies. But if you speak to them, they require more resources to police our borders. The borders we police are usually the airports and the seaports, but the land borders are left unhinged. You can't build a fence across, right? But you can police it using modern technology, drones and all sorts, right? To ensure that you know where people are coming from and you can quickly respond to it. That will be in the short term. The medium term to the longer term, you've got to focus on getting the people there productive. As long as people are not productive, they're going to find ways of survival. It could be through begging. And when things were going south, when things were going really bad, the begging increased. And so you had beggars primarily from the north drifting to the south, which is also a reflection of the economic status across the country. So they perceived that the south was more economically viable. So there was a drift coming down to the south. Okay? The more a society is, people are going to find where to survive. It's like looking for water, right? Which is a basic requirement for life. If there's a drought in a particular part of the land, people are going to drift to where they can find an oasis to get water. The same thing. So people are going to drift and all that and put pressure. So if you study the problems that we have today, people are drifting towards areas that are considered more economically viable. Okay, and so you've got to stem that. You stem that by making sure that they're productive. I've always said that anything that is essential must be local. Okay, so food production, water, the basics of life must be. That's what keeps people where they are. So like I said, apply more technology in cross-border movement, right? Grow local economies to keep people within the environment, and more importantly, to stymie them from taking to crime like fish to water. I can draw a line from the economic fortunes of Nigeria, right? And trace it alongside the criminal tendencies. And you find that when the fortunes dip, right, criminality rises. Now, I'm not saying there'll be no crime if we had a prosperous society. There will still be crime, but not at the levels that we see today. Like I said earlier, I grew up in my conscious teenage years in the North. I know what the society was back then, right? I know that kidnapping was so alien to that. I know that banditry was that. You could see, like I said, you could see the real humane values in people, right? And the North was looked upon as a place where people still had humanity and values within. But the moment things started going south economically and poverty became stark, like I said, people will do whatever they need to do to survive. So it's not just one item solution. Yes, you've got to protect your borders because you're probably a known state, right? Even if there's no banditry involved, you can't let your border be a free. It allows smuggling, allows all sorts of things to come in. So you police your borders, address it today using technology, satellites, and all sorts of things. Satellites can tell you people who are crossing the borders. Satellites today can even read the plate number of a car, right? So if you have your stations, you know where people are coming in and you're arrested. That's one. But even beyond that, if your economics is not working, you're going to have those challenges. You've got to ensure that people, and that's why, I say each state should not just be a political unit. It should be an economic unit. Everyone should be productive. Everyone, I don't know how I'm going to say this. I've said it often enough. If it's agriculture, which is more akin to the north because of the large expanse of land, you've got to make sure that that is productive enough and the market is there. So coming back to it, the approach is simple, two-pronged or three-pronged. But firstly, of course, you've got to deal with the issues at hand, right? You've got to deal with the problems of security as we have it today, the kidnapping, the banditry, the terrorism, and all that. But even beyond that, those things are consequences of other things, consequences of a very poor economy, right? And of course, consequences of not managing your borders properly, because we are now a focal point. With the collapse of Libya, a lot of arms have started moving south there, right? And they call them Islamic terrorists. I don't like that word because I don't think they're driven by Islam, not the Islam I know, right? They just use that connotation to describe it. Rather, I think these are destructive elements. And you can see that when they go into communities, they collect taxes, they do this, it's all towards collection of building a resource base for themselves. So you've got to police a society better than we're doing today, much, much better than we're doing today. You've got to ensure that people have a means of livelihood, and at the same time, you've got to curb the ones that come into your society, into your country.
While exploration has begun in parts of the northern Nigeria, raising hopes for economic growth. Beyond oil, what's your strategy for developing other mineral resources and in industries in the north to create jobs and reduce dependence on single policy?
The rush to produce oil is not synonymous with wealth. You must have commercial quantity and all that. And I sometimes think it's overplayed. There's oil in the Chad Basin, say all that. Is it in commercial quantity? I think the real wealth of the North, beyond agriculture, is the mineral deposits there. There must be a structured way of mining. Today is artisan, and it's not the broader community, the broader society, the nation itself does not benefit from those resources. Take, for instance, the gold in Zamfara. Zamfara probably has, I don't know, as much gold as all of Ghana does. Ghana was once called the Gold Coast. So it just tells you how much gold there is in Zamfara. But it's artisanal way of mining, and it has also attracted banditry and all those, because the state, largely Nigeria is a largely unpoliced state, okay? So if you now make each state an economic entity, I think it encourages the states and the governments in those states to focus on those minerals that they have. If I were in charge, alongside the states, we would do an evaluation. I know they have done this, but we'll do beyond doing an evaluation of what is in each state, we would go further and do proven reserves, right? So if, for instance, you're looking at columbite or any other mineral, yes, we can say columbite exists here, but let's go further and determine the proven reserves of columbite or lithium or whatever we want to do. Once you develop it to that level, you make it more attractive for investors to come. And this should be a joint venture between the state and the federal government, because the revenues from those resources will be shared by both state and federal government. But nobody's going to invest if there's no security. Part of the loss in the south, in the Niger Delta region, is when security broke down, right, which was also a function of increasing poverty even in those belts, right? The investors there, the oil companies, the international oil companies, they moved out. And they prefer now producing oil from the deep sea, which is considered safer than onshore. Okay, so security is an important aspect, but make it easier for the investor to come in with and invest in proven reserves, not come in and do all the exploration and all that, okay? So this is, because the state and the federal government is involved, they can jointly fund it. What the Ministry of Solid Minerals has done to date is they have determined where we have all the minerals in the world in Nigeria. That was in fact done by the colonial government, okay? But we took it further, so we can tell you that there's this amount of, there's columbite here, there's lithium here, there's gold here and all that. The quantities, the proven reserves have not been established. That's what we ought to do. When you have that package, if I have a package that says there's a proven reserve of, say, 1,000 tons of gold in here or columbite here, now you're marketing something that is viable, okay? They're just saying that we have traces of it, because there are traces of minerals all over the world.
So talking of mining, illegal mining has been linked by many security experts and government officials to the financing of criminal networks and insecurity in some parts of Nigeria. What specific measures would your administration take to formalize the mining sector, curb illegal mining, and ensure that local communities benefit from their natural resources?
First of all, like I said, you've got to strengthen security throughout the length and breadth of Nigeria. Beyond that, once you establish the security and it's in place, like I said, the next step is going into proven reserves. The local communities must be seen as beneficiaries of their resources. So just as we say, for instance, in the South, or there's derivation and all that, so the local communities benefit from the oil that is produced in their region or in their communities. The same thing should apply to every community so that they're beneficiaries, right? And if they're beneficiaries and security is strengthened so that bandits don't take advantage of it, okay? It works for everyone in society. The bandits take advantage of this because it's an illicit way of funding their activities. But what do the bandits want? They want more wealth. So it funds them to acquire more and more and more and more, okay? Most governments, most state governments and local governments know where these bandits are, know who they are, right? They interact with them. They're not ghosts. But they don't enforce that aspect. And the primary function there is ensuring that there's security so that the economic activities and all other activities can function. So in a nutshell, what I would say is, first of all, deal with the security issue, right? And you've got to be ruthless in this. Once that is done, formalize that sector. So if, for instance, I'm going to be drilling a particular mineral in this area, the community should be entitled to something, right? Then they consider themselves stakeholders. Right now, they're not stakeholders. So everybody's trying to do whatever he can do. The artisanal manner of mining is because the rural poor are going to get some money from there and all that. Nothing goes to the state. So once you formalize the sector to ensure that the community is a beneficiary, the local government is a beneficiary, the state is a beneficiary, and ultimately the nation is a beneficiary, right? All coming together, they will protect that resource. But right now, nobody sees himself as a stakeholder. So it's free for all. Whatever you can get, keep.
Okay, so we will take just 2-3 questions because I think
okay. So you can hear some of the insights there, and the interview still goes on and on and on with Donald Duke. I mean, he's also a presidential candidate. So We can also hear some of his.
Then you have to follow in society. If you don't do that, then you'll end up having the problems, because we saw these things growing, right? The population was smaller, the effect wasn't there. But I think it's dehumanizing for people to live on the leftovers of others. And we saw it happen. I saw it in Sokoto between 73, in the 70s when I was there. When I was in Ahmadu Bello University, I saw it. But it was and it was growing, right? By 1980, we had the Maitetsine phenomenon, right? And so besides the governance issue with Nigeria, which is very poor, right, we have neglected a large segment of the population. It's embarrassing that a country that was considered one of the wealthiest in Africa, today we still tout that we have the largest economy in Africa. That's not true. We're living a lie. There's a nice sound bite to it, though. Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. No, Nigeria is one of the poorest when you take per capita income, and that's what you should measure, not the gross. If all we were producing in Nigeria were kuli, as we have been advised to do, right, we'll still be a large economy in terms of GDP. But individually, what is our capital base? It's very poor. Most of these countries that we laugh at have a higher income per capita, right, than we do. So it all comes down to productivity. The idle mind is the playground of the devil. That is true yesterday, today, and will be tomorrow.
Illegal drugs have found their ways to this country, and they are very accessible, which leads to drug abuse. And it's becoming a growing concern, especially in the northern Nigeria. How would your administration address this?
Drugging or psychedelic drugs, choir, as we'll call it in the north, is a lack of policing, a lack of education, right? Frustration. In the past, those we used to call Dan choir in the north were largely the poor people, and they were expressing their frustration. So they want to live in La La Land, right? Let the days drift away, right? Under the influence of these psychedelic drugs. Today, it's become an urban problem. Young graduates, even housewives, which was unheard of before in the north, and now there's hardly any family, particularly in northern Nigeria, that is not afflicted by this. So it comes down to the frustration. What is the frustration? They have no jobs. So they take to it. That's one. The other one is policing. Okay? The drugs that come from outside the country, we're not policing our borders properly. Recently, we're talking about tramadol. Well, tramadol is a prescribed drug. The problem is that those who indulge in it as opioids are not taking it as a prescribed drug. It's like codeine, it's like cough medicines that have codeine in them and all that. They even today people sniff petrol. But the underlying reason is to escape from their reality. That is the underlying reason. So again, and I've said this over and over again, it's becoming a broken record. The primary responsibility of government is to ensure the productivity of our citizens. If each one of us is productive and doing well, why would I want to escape from my reality? My reality is good. But if my reality is bad, then I'll look for an escape route. So we're going to look at this very seriously. It's not just enacting a policy that you've got to punish them and do this and do that. What led them to this? I'm not saying that if everyone is productive and all that, there'll be no drug abuse. It will be there, but it'll be in proportions that can be managed. Like I said to you earlier in this statement, growing up, and you've asked this, the national problem, but you've asked this specific to the north. We had those who were taking choir. Choir is a form of hallucinatory drug, but it was all local and it was at the bottom of the economic chain, the poorest people, went for choir. Today, like I said to you, hardly any family in the North won't you find this problem. It's there. And you find that these are young people who are educated, who have gone to school. Some of them schooled abroad. They come back, they're frustrated. They have nothing to do, from prominent homes. And just take to drugs. Then they get addicted. Then it becomes a problem. Is that addiction? They can't, it's not a one-off thing. They take addiction, and the drugs today are more potent than they were yesterday.
Okay. So you can hear some of the insights he's given there. I mean, these are some of the exclusive insights from Donald Duke.
Okay, thank you very much, Rufai. Let's just wrap this up and hear your parting words as you have given us that comprehensive report.
Yes, that's it, Yango. So, like I said, I'll keep digging out as many people that are on the space on the horizon. They say they want to lead the country. That's an insight. There's still some series more to that interview. I think I'll probably look for the other series in the course of next week. So, Nigerians, be the judge. And please, we want other candidates too to also come out. Like I said, our creed here is to be able to hear all sides of views, and that's our job. So, we want other candidates to also come out. In the course of next week, I think I'll be going through all the political parties. I'll be asking them where are their candidates, what are their thoughts, what are their ideas. And please, we're getting into the month of August. By now, they should have given us manifestos. Rather than this, you get case for America, you not get case for America where they are doing their business. This one a trader, not be this one not go school, not the ideas, things that we can hold them by. Because you see, campaign promises are like a creed. It's like a symbiotic document. So that you can remind them that this was what they said when they were campaigning. I take, for instance, in a scenario, if Obi wins the election and I don't see 10,000 megawatts, I will be the one to start pressing his neck. You know why? Because he said it. I was going to do it. In a scenario, Obi said that he's going to lead against insecurity from the front. If I don't see him lead with that level of insecurity and we don't see it reduce, I will press his neck. He's not the one that the President Tinubu are now saying now that they met Buhari's liability when they got there. When they were coming, they didn't know Buhari had liability. Shebi, he spent over 2 million calling Buhari. Shebi, he said there is a condition of Buhari's government. So when he was saying all of that for political speak, they didn't know they were liability. So if they should not tell us story. They met Buhari liability on ground. Did you see the story yesterday that said they overshoot even their own borrowing targets? Yango, the question was, you asked them, what did they do with that money? Till today, Yango, they have not told us how they spent 8.8 trillion that the World Bank pointed out. So you can see that they themselves overshoot their own borrowing targets. And are we seeing the money? No. Taxes are so high. Yango, do you know one of the reasons why real estate, cost of homes are high in Lagos? It's not only about the cost in building materials. It's about the charges Lagos state government take in approval.
Legal and illegal.
Yes. Yesterday, I had a chance. Maybe what I'll do is I will interview these realtors anonymously. Maybe I'll look for how to distort their voice, because I know if I interview them and they say their name, Lagos is going to go after them. And they're going to try to clamp them. It's witch hunting. When the tales I heard yesterday, Yango, my eye no fee talk. Yango, any big building you see, that goes up on the island, maybe like a top building. Do you know the billions, hundreds of millions Lagos State government is making from them in approvals and all of that? But the question is, what are you doing? Beside that building is a blocked drainage. So you that you are taking all of these taxes from this building, and the building is having blocked drainage, you can't clear it. So you take all these taxes, we don't even know where the money goes. The high revenue they are making, we don't know where it goes. When I
Okay.
was talking to the realtors yesterday, they said, Rufai, apart from all of this, it's also about all of that. So you want to say something, Yango? I'm
Yes,
listening.
yes. I just wanted us to wrap up on this Oshun case. The election is coming up. Suddenly, the SSG has been arrested and five others as
Yango,
well. So,
Yango, did you hear my comment on television yesterday? Let me repeat it to you. Oshun case is going to be a dark spot for Nigeria's democracy. I'm not surprised. I mean, Edo elections showed you. It's the same template they are going to use. Adeleke, there's a strong chance that he might not return what they are doing. If he returns, it's going to be by the grace of God. Go and write it down. I don't have 1% confidence in INEC. And it's not only me. Only 45% of Nigerian population have percentage, what's it called, trust in INEC. So it's not only me. You see what they have done? At first, fighting. When the IG was called in, did you see the IG trying to meander his way? The IG, this is my very good friend and brother, but he played politics. You see what's happening in Lagos? Commissioner of Police was seen in a what? City Boy Movement event.
mm,
Abi, they
yeah.
were hailing him. Olokpa, abeg sir. Olokpa, abeg sir. Olokpa, abeg sir. Was hailing his people there. In this same Lagos, where somebody threatened Mama Nkechi, you remember the episode of Mama Nkechi in the last election?
Yeah.
Didn't the CP then come out to defend the person that was threatening Mama Nkechi? The Mama Nkechi, or these was threatening people from a particular group,
Mm-hmm.
and then they now had to get people to come and say, it's not like that. It's not like that. Mama Nkechi is my friend. You think we don't know how these games have been played? You think we don't know how these games have been played? Forget Osun election. It's going to be, as Edo election was a sore point since we returned to this democracy under, you know, there are two eras now: democracy under Tinubu and democracy. This democracy under President Tinubu is a sore point. That's why when he was trying to defend INEC, you will know that there's a problem. Why is President Tinubu not trying to defend INEC? INEC is neutral. People are just talking. No, we are blind. We don't know what's going on. We are very blind. Our eyes, Talubo. You know what they call Talubo? Talubo has entered our eyes.
Talubo.
So we are blind. We don't know what is going on. In Oshun, we don't know what is going on. It's only the SSG has been arrested for. What about the people in the opposition party, in the APC opposition party? All the violence is tilted against somebody. Eh? They went to damage infrastructure and everything. All of this because they want to take power. It will be a dark spot for democracy. So, Yango, you already know my point of view on the Oshun election. Yeah.
Okay, so let's drop it there. Thank you for the effort you put into bringing us that report. We hope to get more of those, and we're wishing you a wonderful day today.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're still listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is Front Page Review. It's your time now to talk to us, callers. Before we get joined by Mr. Darlington here on the show, call us on 0700 903 903 903 or 080-3692-9933. You can also reach us on WhatsApp 081-7175-6338. Send us a message or send us or call us rather on that number. Okay, so we're going to begin with some of the messages here that we've been given, we've been sent here before we enter the phase of taking calls, or except when Mr. Darlington joins us. We could only continue to debate and lament on the continuous borrowing under this administration, not until we Nigerians begin to hold our political leaders accountable. The borrowing without having any positive impact on the people will not stop. Finally, the military weapons brought by Governor Sheyi Makinde is a good move which would tighten up security, but the problem is that it's not the governor that will give order to the military or security operatives that would use this equipment. I can tell you for free that this is one of the reasons that the bill for the establishment of state police has not been passed. Olorun Wow, God bless Nigeria. This is from Temitokwe Onotoye. We also have this one. Greetings, Nyamgul, Rufai Hussaini, and all VOP 90.3 FM. My contribution and prayers this morning: let us not replace political thuggery with state-sponsored oppression. As Nigeria considers state police, let us pray that it will never become a tool for political intimidation, election manipulation, harassment, or the oppression of innocent citizens. May state police serve the Constitution, not politicians. Protect the people, not political interests. Uphold justice, not tyranny. When the righteous are in authority, according to the good book, the people rejoice. That's in Proverbs 29, verse 2. May God grant Nigeria leaders who fear him respect the rule of law and protect the rights and freedoms of every citizen. Amen. This is from Dr. K in the U.S. Thank you very much, Dr. K, for keeping faith with us all the time. We also have a message from His Royal Highness B.C. Nwoko in Oshodi. Good morning, Yamgul. I just want to use this opportunity to appreciate and to say thank you to you for the show of intelligence and... Whoa, wow. To tell you the truth, you are a gift to the... Whoa. Well, I should be drinking kunu because of this commendation. Thank you very much for the kind words to me this morning. His Royal Highness B.C. Nwoko. Okay, so... I'm being joined by Mr. Darlington on the show this morning. Mr. Darlington, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Yangul. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very fine. I hope you're fine as well. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, it's clearer now.
Okay, so let's look at some of the headlines this morning. And, well, maybe we'll begin with the Osun election that is coming up. The SSG has been arrested alongside 5 others for vote buying, and election is just a few days away. What's your comment on that?
You see, when they want to hang a dog, you give it a bad name. Young vote buying how? Have the election started? Are they at the polling units? Hold on, no. God Almighty. If care is not taken, they will arrest Adeleke. The way these people are going, they will arrest Adeleke. Yeah? The problem in Osun State that is preceding this election, whereby NURTW people are disobeying their ban. And they made it clear that it is only when somebody in Abuja tells them that they will obey that ban. Is that not true?
Yeah.
What has the police done about them, Yamku? What has the police done about those people? They have become a government on their own. Arresting SSD for vote buying. Vote buying in an election that has not been started. Eh? Is it not when you want to, God Almighty, is it not the day of election that people begin to buy votes and all that? I don't get it. Eh? They just want to hold on to something to embarrass people. How can that stand? Okay, now that you have arrested them, you are taking them to court or what? I don't get it. I mean, on what ground did you arrest them? Almost 3 weeks before the election. 3 weeks before the election proper. You are picking up people, Abi. Okay, APC people, they did not commit any offense in Osun State, Yamgo. APC people, they did not commit one single offense in Osun State. How many people from their own side have been arrested? Look, these people are playing with fire. Yamgo, let it be on record that the APC want to set Nigeria on fire with their actions and their inactions. They just want this country to burn. And I wish them well. Oh. You see this food they are cooking, everybody will eat it, not only the opposition, they too will partake in it. Go and mark my word. You see this food they are cooking, everybody will eat it, and they will not know the taste of that food.
Yeah, well, that's our new normal in Nigeria right now.
No, it has become abnormal. Yambu, seriously, it has become abnormal. What these people are doing to Nigeria state because of power, even Satan cannot do one quarter of it. Satan cannot. Then at the end of the day, they start looking for somebody to blame. Who made it? Who did this thing? Is it not opposition? Is it not Peter? Is it not Atiku? Let it be on record now. Those who know how to run their mouth, let them tell APC to be very careful. The way they are going about this, their power grabbing. Is all right.
Well, who will tell APC? Will APC be?
I said those people who know how to run their mouth, Nigerians, rabble rousers, who will not see the problem and where the problem is coming from. Rather, when the thing now blow open, they will look for somebody to blame.
Well, the president is giving marching orders to his communication team to deepen public engagement as economy improves. Yeah, that's the headline there. Tinubu tax communication team to deepen public engagement. Okay, the president is telling his communication team, to deepen public engagement as, according to him, the economy improves. Security coordination is strengthened. So they should talk more and tell Nigerians more about the things he's doing.
It is an era of propaganda. Yambu, this is what they are known for. So are you surprised? Where is the security that improved? After what happened in Kaduna 3 days ago, Abi? Okay, that is the part of security that have been improved, Abi. Up to today, have any of those terrorists been arrested? No. No. And by the way, where was the security agency when that program was going on? Where were they? They say it was the following day morning that they came. So all the hours they were slaughtering these people, nobody heard of it, nobody saw them, nothing, everybody pretended. After the slaughtering has been over, they now came. I was even thinking Tinubu would have sacked those responsible to man that area. You mean no security post was within that axis? Is that possible? Is that possible? Like I asked in my show yesterday, Yambul, is it only in Southern Kaduna that you have people? When last did you hear that anybody was killed in Northern Kaduna? When last? Since Kaduna was formed as a state, when last did you hear that anybody killed anybody in Northern Kaduna? Is always Southern Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, Southern Kaduna. What happened? No, tell me, and you know that Southern Kaduna is the home of Christians in Kaduna. Is that not true? So, I mean, do we need to argue that again? Do we need to argue that the country have improved? Oh, you think they will be the last one, Abi? You are wasting your time. Let him start this propaganda. It is not working. If the country have improved and the economy have improved, you and I will see it in the marketplace. You have with two of us. Everybody will see it. You will see it now. You know that things are happening. You don't use the amount of propaganda to approve of success and progress. No. Everybody will witness it. You don't need to talk about it. You overshot your borrowing limit. And that is part of the economy improving. Yamgo. Okay, well, are those who are telling me that there is nothing wrong in borrowing. It is very good about America borrow, so Nigeria must borrow. Okay, look at where we are now. Well, let them come out and approve and tell me the benefit of this borrowing. Let them come out and tell me now.
Coastal Road.
You have overshot your borrowing limit.
They'll call Coastal Road and Nel Fund and some other things.
What did I tell you when they were removing subsidy? Yambu, you will not tell this your guy in Abuja. You will not remind him, Abi. Or was it not you he was there? He told you now. He told you when he removed subsidy, there will no borrowing. He will do, in fact, Nigeria will become paradise. Is that not what he said? He has forgotten, Abi, and nobody can remind him. The electricity he promised, nobody can remind him.
Yeah, but now he's saying that he will wrestle to the end. Nothing. This is a headline as well today. We will wrestle to finish. Tinubu to opposition. So.
It is not new. That is his own modus operandi. He don't need to tell us. We know what he represents and what he stands for. That's the truth. Did you not tell us in the last election that power is not given a la carte? You snatch it, grab it, and run with it. Is that not what he said? Is that not what happened? So this one has turned to wrestling now, I thought he's ready men that wrestle. Or he didn't hear what Peter B told him. Who will wrestle? Is it him or he talks that will do the wrestling? Yambo, who will do this wrestling? Is it him or the thoughts he will unleash on the public?
Well, the ADC and many opposition parties, and in fact Nigerians, do not have confidence in INEC. ADC says that we won't trust INEC with our votes, but Tinubu is insisting that INEC is neutral and dismissing the fears of opposition.
What do you expect? Good. What do you expect? You go and check chapter 2 of INEC Electoral Act. What did this INEC chairman brought there? He said, if any political party elect anybody who forged certificate in their primary election, that is the word though. Anybody who forged the certificate and they elected him in their primary, that you, who is not a member of that political party, will not interfere or challenge it. Yeah, good. Who did they put that? Who were they trying to protect with that particular clause in our electoral act? Is it me or you, or P2B or Atiku? Who? This is INEC that is neutral, though. Meanwhile, section 137 of our constitution, which is the ground norm, is clearly against it. Clearly. So, which INEC is neutral? Everybody know better. Would you tell her?
Okay.
I don't open. You can no longer lie to us again. We know.
Okay. A final question here. A final headline, rather. Tinubu's education reform driven by data, strong federal-state partnership. So what's your assessment of education in Nigeria under this administration? That they're saying that it's driven by data. Do we have that much data? Do we have that federal and state partnership that is good enough?
Yeah, quick data. This was the man who told you during the campaign that share our data will go job, show our statistics will go job. Who told you that Tinubu is very, very strong on data? Which data? Okay, let them bring out the data and let's see it. Abi? Let them bring out the data of university education before Tinubu became president. And now that he's the president, 3 or 4 years down the line, what is the data of educational improvement in Nigeria? Let us see it now. Because this NEL fund they are talking about, Yambu, are you aware that university intake dropped because of NEL fund? Because when that students' loan came up, all the universities increased their school fees. That means what they collected from the right time from the federal government, the university took it. So what is the improvement here? Some students dropped out because they cannot even afford to feed. Yamko, they can't take care of themselves. It is one thing to pay school fees, another thing for you to go to classes. Who will go to classes with empty stomach? Who? Oh, he didn't see that happy. Let him go to university and do interview now. Yeah, let them bring it out. The university intake is dropped because of hardship. Serious hardship. So I don't get it. If not that all of us shouted against this 50,000 YX fee and all that, was it not already approved? Was it not already approved until people raise eyebrow? So tell me, how can parents fulfill that obligation? If you have 3 or 4 children, how do you pay such an amount of money for them? Is it possible? Even with what is going on today, most of them have dropped. That is why Agberos have become, they have become an army of their own. They have become a government of their own, Agberos. If the Oga can be so rich and so big to disobey court order, what is the essence of going to school, Yamko? You don't know that thing that happened is a very bad example of how not to lead the people. We encourage a motopark chairman to disobey court order. The boys behind him, because they will say, we too will get there now. They will leave school. They will leave school. So please, let him not say that too. In fact, I have told you, I have stopped listening to their propaganda. Whatever they are telling you is not what they are doing. Yamko, what they are telling you is not what they are doing. West African Court of Justice have told you here that it is Nigerian government is the worst culprit in disobeying their judgment. They are very specific. Nigerian government. So when you have a government with this type of status, what else do you expect? And you are talking about demarketing. Demarketing Nigeria.
It's all right, Barrister. Thank you very much for your time this morning. This is how far we can go. Thank you. Okay. I've been talking with Mr. Darrington. Mr. Darrington joined us this morning to talk about the headlines, and I hope that you listening, you're ready to talk to us as well at this time. Let me take some messages from the YouTube channel. Don't forget, on YouTube, you can just join us as well. Voice of the People 90.3 FM is on YouTube as well. Good morning, VOP. I love this man's analysis. These are the kind of people that should be granted interviews, not the other people. Then we'll start to the abuse person now. Analysis based on your country, not on your co-contestants. This is from Aziz Wale. Okay, another one here says, we don't need talk. And Tracy is saying Peter Obi has been saying this for years. It's not new. I'm sure they're referring to what Donald was saying about our country and how to govern our country and what is happening in our country. Playing an interview. Okay, so how I wish Obi was as eloquent as Duke. Obi needs a strong PR firm to brush him up. Whoa. I don't know how much Obi will be eloquent enough, because I think he's doing well already. There's also the amount this government is stealing. By the time Tinubu finishes his tenure, Abacha loot will be a child's play. What is the Minister of Solid Minerals doing? And all the mining of gold in Zamfara. This is from Stephen. And then we have also from Michael Moses is saying Tinubu's government improvement is on more killing of Nigerian citizens. Don't forget that one day you will leave power. And then Tinubu government has INEC chairman Joash in his pocket. Why won't Tinubu praise INEC chairman? Corrupt government. Okay, so finally Mr. Darlington has spoken well. The same Michael Moses. Okay, so call us on 0700 903 903 903 or 081 7175 6338. That is WhatsApp. 081 7175 6338. That's WhatsApp call or chat or message rather. And then we also have 080 3692 9933 for a regular call. So whichever way you choose to connect with us, we're going to answer you this morning. In the meantime, we'll just take one call, pay some bills, and then return for you to make your own call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, I'm good.
Can you keep it back, like my brothers will say?
Okay, this is Ebuka calling from my brother.
Okay, we'll go right ahead.
Yeah, from what but I don't need to just say because I didn't join earlier, now you understand.
Yeah.
So, what I want to put is that they are arresting the opposition of any Osho State, right?
Yes.
You can see how compromised our police is. You can see it. So they are very active in arresting the opposition, but look at what the I don't know how to put it. Is it how to run a country? Everybody and APC now is a saint, but opposition are the devil in themselves. Is it what they mean? Can you just imagine arresting when election is not even yet conducted? So how are they arresting the man for vote buying? But in their eyes, now between their eyes, APC police will be there, army will be there, APC this will be buying votes, but nobody will see it. It's a pity, bro. Let me just call so you can do your advert. It's very,
Yeah.
very annoying.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
Welcome to Golden Tulip, where every stay is a celebration of comfort and style. Discover beautifully designed rooms crafted for your relaxation and peace of mind. Savor delicious, expertly prepared meals at our exceptional restaurants. Relax and socialize at our elegant lounge bar. Refresh yourself at the vibrant pool bar and enjoy a soothing swim in our sparkling pool. Planning something special? Our spacious and sophisticated hall provides the perfect setting for weddings, conferences, and memorable events. Whether for business or leisure, we deliver excellence with unmatched hospitality. Comfort, class, premium experience. Book today and elevate your hospitality experience. Airport Golden Tulip. Stay golden. Live.
Voice of the people. Find your brand. Find your voice.
I'm glad to know you're still there and listening to us. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. My name is Nyamgul Agaj, and this is the front page review. Call us on our numbers and let us hear what you have to say. 0700 903 903 903 or 080 3692 9933. For WhatsApp, it's 081 7175 6338. Call us now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Shola. I'm
Okay.
calling from Egbeda.
Go on, please.
Yes, I was, anyway, I don't usually get amazed anymore. I was hearing the president's statement. He said before he was born, there had been hunger in Nigeria. Abi? So now it's like he's now calling it, how will I put it? It's, that's what they call Ubudu in Yoruba. It's like when one wants to turn everything. I don't know how to use the word, but let me just go on. Is it not the same one, the same person that said Amagbewale making promises to Nigerians? Amagbewale then that he's going to reduce fuel price, even when it was not up to 200 naira then, that he was addressing his followers. They said fuel will increase, don't worry, we'll bring it down. He came in, he said, let the poor breathe. Is it not suffocating the people now? Unfortunately, we have people that have Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, I'm good. You know what they call Stockholm syndrome now?
Yeah.
People that they are stuck with their enemies. Yeah?
They're
It's
in
the
love
same
with their
person.
enemies. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, they're in love and they are stuck. You understand? I'm practically using the word stuck because they decide to deceive themselves. And when you see a coach, let's look at football. If you see a coach that is praising the referee, you will know that that referee is favoring him. Am I right?
Mm.
Just to any football coach. I say, yeah, the referee is good. It's very fair. It's fair. That means he's favoring. That's the same thing he's saying about INEC. A president chooses the INEC chairman. If you want to play a fair game, any president that wants to turn things around in this country to be transparent and fair, there should be another system of appointing INEC chairman. So all this one is just saying, and I would just say, well, those that are still stuck, that having some Stockholm syndrome, it will bounce back on their generations to come. This may cost. However you lay your bed, whatever you allow, it will come. So that's just my take. We'll let anybody that is keep deceiving themselves, let them keep deceiving themselves. But everybody cannot be fooled.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much, Shola. Okay, good morning from this end. When will our refinery start working? I thought the removal of subsidy will stabilize the price. Rather, things have become worse under this administration. Get your PVC and do the needful. Engineer Lawrence Ofoku from Ibolerin, Lagos sent that message in. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, don't be offended. This is the first caller. I say let me allow you to do your advert 5 minutes.
Okay. But keep it
So I
short,
want to
please.
round up.
Yes, please.
I want to round up. So what I want to say is that it's time. I don't believe in INEC. That independent INEC is not independent, so they should remove that independence. Even if there is no this thing that is independent. Everything is in the table of the Mr. President. It's not supposed to be so. Police is supposed to be independent. INEC is supposed to be independent. Judiciary is supposed to be independent. That's how a country works. You understand? Other countries are building institutions, strong institutions. While in Nigeria, we are building strong individual. That is, how can a country thrive like that? Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We approved fake agency. This is from Dr. Go Suji from Festac. He said, we approved fake agency PFIPC, and according to the head of service, Walson Jack proposes that Adeniyi Adeyemi, the DG, is not fake in his dealings, as he has the imprimatur of the federal government, though bandied as phantom. Suffice it to say that what made PFIPC fake agency was the sharing formula of 48% as purportedly demanded by the presidential chief of staff, and the subsequent rejection. What a country that has multiplicity of agencies serving as swill top to swindle pauperized multi-dimensional Nigerians. Too bad for a government operating without a budget since 2023. Opposition's flay Tinubu's re-election bid sounds laughable. If a man that bravely mopped the 34 state governors to APC to fulfill his inordinate animation to hold on to power cannot be pushed out by mere talk without work by this opposition, given the fact of a lame duck, INEC and chairman, judiciary and law enforcement agencies, who is in doubt that Tinubu will not win election 2027, and the usual mantra, go to court renting the air. Suffice it to say that the philosopher Plato might have had this oddity happening in Nigeria in mind when he enthused that we could only scold a child who is afraid of the dark. But the real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Let that macadam music play on for one day. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Osuji. Good morning from Maryland. Steve Ikelu sends this message in. Congratulations to Konjo Wela. Her time witnessed a diligent duty to obtain Paris Club debt relief for Nigeria. But today, the reverse is the case. The government of the day is on a toxic political intrigue to shut down political opponents and on a borrowing spree to fund frivolities. God have mercy. Thank you, Steve Ikelu. Let me take this call as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Yango.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Sandwater.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask one question before I go straight to the point. Why is it Barry Salemu from Barrister Darrington to Mr. Darrington?
Okay, it's his choice. He made that announcement, so I'll have to respect it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it happened in Ogandib also. But I said I must find
Yeah.
what happened.
He made that
Yeah.
announcement a few days ago. It's his choice.
Yeah. Please, I want to say something in this platform. I believe that so many people are listening. If we can use one of those politicians, I don't know if you see what happened in Delta State when a politician gathered people and he spent a lot of money there. You can see the organizing, telling them that Tinubu will be the first thing that happened to
the best
thing that happened to best thing that happened to Delta State.
Yeah.
And they showed him how the best will happen. I believe the head will not be so in future. So we be having that headache. If you can, emulate such thing to be doing it to other politicians, I tell you this country will be better. Again, INEC chairman, if I will be paid to give to my family, listen to me, if I will be paid so that if I die, my family will enjoy the money. To be in that Abuja headquarters when the election day will be happening. Once that man want to announce anything, if I see anybody that will give me what I used to kill him, I will kill him and go to jail. So that people will learn.
Please. And no matter how angry we are, we cannot promote this kind of speech. We cannot promote violence and all that. We don't want violence. We just want a situation where we don't need to go violent and in order to get things done. So please, we're angry that things are not working, but our first action is not to start shooting people and all that. Okay. Someone just sent a correction. Iyachukudi, not Mamankechi. Okay, so I'm sure that's the story Rufai was telling earlier on. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
Hello, Mr. Yangu.
Good morning, my brother.
A beautiful morning to you.
You too.
Yes, Boyeson from Afromedia.
Boyeson, thanks for calling. Go on.
Well done, my brother.
Thank you.
Now you can see what we're saying. All the things we've been saying in the past, they are all coming true of us.
Yeah.
You can see a sitting president could just get up and say, look, we will wrestle. After all, he wrestled it before. He will wrestle. President. And the same sitting president, when the Catholic bishops came to him to visit him, you know what he told them, Abi? He said, INEC is neutral. You can imagine that? Can you just imagine that? Is it the duty of the president to tell the bishops that INEC is neutral? Is it not the duty of INEC to say, okay, we are neutral, or look, true of us, Mr. Yangu? You can again see the arrest made in Osun State. Can you juxtapose that to what we've been saying? Can you see? So what hope do we have that this country, that election will count? I always ask this question. It's not as if I'm pessimistic. No. But then what is actually going on does not show us that it doesn't portray that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm saying. That's what I keep saying. And a lot of people are saying this, Mr. Yangu. It's not as if I'm soliciting that people should not vote, including myself. But then there is much to be desired.
Yeah.
Yes, that's just the thing. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful morning.
You too. Thank you. Thank you very much, Boyson. Okay, so this message is saying, good morning. Please, I would like to bring an issue in GRA Ikeja to your attention. May I ask if there is any official regulation in Lagos that specifies the normal closing and opening times of estate gates? There is a gate at Dumping Bus Stop in GRA Ikeja, which is the only access route for residents of Ladikbo, Tiwalade, and Shogunle into GRA. Unfortunately, the gate is closed every day from about 7 p.m. until 5 a.m. the following morning. This has been causing serious hardship and inconvenience to residents, especially during emergencies and for those returning home at night. Kindly look into this matter and help us resolve it. Thank you very much for your time and assistance. Michael from Ladikpo has sent this in. I'm sure that a lot of estates have their closing times. I think they have the right to choose what time they close and open. But the issue here is not whether the estate has the right to close that gate at 7 o'clock. The thing is, if the only route from one area to the other is through an estate, the government should do something about it so that you have an alternative. You don't have to go through that estate all the time. And it's very shocking if really they close it at 7 o'clock. 7 is quite early, especially in a place like Lagos. 7 is very, very early. How many people come back from work at that time? Some people come back later than that. So how do they manage it? Or are they closing it only to commercial vehicles or something? I don't know how that happens, but we'll look into it. And if the government officials are listening to us right now, if that gate, dumping bus stop in GRA, there's a gate there, according to this person who sent the message in, there's a gate there that closes at 7 p.m. and opens at 5 a.m. That is not Lagos life. Lagos is a city that never sleeps. So if it has to close, it should be a little bit later. There should rather be more security than to deprive people from getting from point A to point B. That's a personal opinion I'm just giving. Hello, good morning.
Yango Agaji.
Good morning, my brother.
Morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
How's work?
Work is good.
Yeah, Yango.
Yes, sir.
You see, during the time of when Cordelia Okpe and the Precious Enyi is working with VOP, we have started talking since 2023. When we talk, they will say, God forbid. When we talk, they say, God forbid. I told them one day that don't say God forbid, because these people, we have seen their leg. We know where they are going. And look at what is happening today. Yango, is that how to practice democracy? I'm asking question. Is that how to practice democracy? Any opposition that do this one, they will go and grab him, the same police to go and arrest the person. Yango. America that we are copying the democracy from them. Is that how they behave? Is that how they treat their people? Yango, these people, I keep on saying it. They don't have any agenda for Nigeria. It's just to grab the power, but they don't know what to do with it. They just want to use it and they intimidate Nigerians, punish Nigerians. They will tell you that at the end of the day, there is light in the tunnel. You will not see any light. Nothing. These people, I pray that God will not allow them to enter this 2027. Because if they enter there, Yango, this one, we are still in heaven now. If they enter there 2027, Nigerians, I pity for Nigerians, but God will not allow. Thank you very much, Yango.
Exactly. I'm sure that's the same God forbid that they were saying that time. Let God help us. But everybody get your PVC. Let us go and vote. When they see the numbers coming out, we will know who wins and who it does not win. We are saying anybody who wins should win. Not anybody who wins is rigged out and someone who didn't win becomes the winner. That's not what we want in this country. Whether it's APC, PDP, NDC, ADC, whatever party, PRP, RIP, whatever party it is, let the winner be the winner. That's all we're asking in Nigeria. Good morning, Yamgul. My greatest worry in the coming elections is National Assembly's inability to enact any law that would be capable of protecting generality of Nigerians during 2027 elections, given the type of harassment in 2023 and other imported behaviors such as the unleashing of Oro Festival during the elections, coming to federal government's White Elephant project of Coastal Road. Who and who will that project benefit? Road along shore ocean lines instead of mass-oriented roads, a misplaced priority. Tony Anaile sent this in. And then arresting Osun State SSG and others by police will cause problems, which may bring anarchy because of election. It will not be easy to rig election there like Edo State. Tinubu should stop defending INEC because he wants to contest election. Wahala will befall anyone who wants to rig 2027 election. Why borrowing money when you remove fuel subsidy? Oh God, save us from evil rulers. Churchill from Ikorodu sent that in. Okay, so callers, let's hear you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Calling from Lagos.
Okay.
My name is Paul.
Paul, go ahead.
I just want our president to know that one day he's going to leave that Aso Rock. So make him fear God. He should just fear God. Because I don't even understand the way he's really this country. I don't understand. A man that came to be a citizen, look out under his word. Just look at all that is happening. Everything is just upside down, and he's pretending as if he doesn't know. Please, please. By the time you do this form of war that is with all these admirals and all these supporters, by the time they will set this country on fire, I wonder how many of them go wait. Because Tinubu will take the available jets now, fly out. The rest of them, where they want run go. Because the way in this country is going, I tell you, something must happen. Oh. If something no happen, this man will just continue to run our lives like this. We are suffering. This policy, this subsidy remover that this man took away, it don't cause serious hardship.
All right.
People are suffering. And these people, they are pretending. The next thing now, Mark go call. He go find how to defend him. AB go call. He go tell you, say, I'm the best man. We no argue with them. But people are suffering. This man should bring back, he should swallow his pride and bring back this subsidy. There is no country of the world where they do subsidy. UK they do subsidy, America they do subsidy. Subsidize something for your citizens. The only thing where we they gain as Nigerians, this man took it away from day one. Okay, imagine since that day now, nothing has come down. They say there will be light at the tunnel. Where is the light? They say light is coming. It goes just the light up and down. Say it says now 10 years ago, I mean now 30 years ago with it. Today, technology and new things have made life, people can now, the world is like a global village right now. It's a global village, not like them.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry, our listeners, that audio wasn't very, very good, but we thank you for your patience. This is how much we can take, and would like to say a very big thank you to you. I'll return at 10:30 with the doctor. Hopefully, he will be here to answer all your health issues that you will have. So, as soon as it's 10:30, start sending your messages to us. Any question you want to ask the doctor in the house today. Today is Thursday, so don't forget we have Health Talk. Thank you for your time. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. Let's do it again tomorrow. Bye for now.
You are listening
to your the number one station.
The Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not